Hey guys, Big Papa Pump here, and we's gonna go beat ourselves some ass. So this is my boson. And dude, it's been a good time using Windforce, man. Windforce has more of that nostalgic value to it, you know what I mean? It was from Diablo 1. And I do remember back when I was a little duck-billed platypus, I did find myself a Windforce, and it was damn cool. Did a lot of damage with a little rogue in Diablo 1. And it had the knockback feature. So it's a cool bow. But check it out. 525 max damage compared to 292 that you get on the Faith. Of course, the Faith gives the Fanaticism aura, but still, that's more raw damage, man. Because look at the max damage amount right there. Core numbers you're working with, bruh. So your multipliers scale that up. A hell of a lot better than just more multipliers. You know what I mean? Maybe you ain't tracking, but it doesn't really matter, man. Because Windforce is a fun bow to use with the max damage that it offers. It also gives you some mana leech, some knockback. But here are the gear pieces that I'm using on this character as of right now. And I did just find this epic armor in the last video that I made, actually, which I think I'll be posting on Sunday. But check it out. I can make a fortitude in that. And it doesn't have enhanced durability. So therefore, the repair costs aren't going to be through the freaking roof. Like this Chains of Honor, for example, it's really expensive to repair it. Because it did give increased maximum durability. And that's going to up your repair cost a lot, to where it's not going to be worth it. But check this out. This is a hybrid zone, right? And but I've just been using bow lately. Just for the fun of it. Like, I still have the Javelin skills up there. I have Titans on Switch with Storm Shield. But yeah, man, the Bosons rock. They're not like good for high player levels. You know what I mean? Like, after patch 1.09, I think it was, the Amazon Boson really got nerfed. To where it's hard to make them viable in high player level games. But if you're like me and you play just the ladder realms primarily, or battle.net realms at the least, then you're usually not magic finding anyway in high player level games. So what I do is I generally just make my characters around optimized for low player level monster games. And this character is one example. Oh, check it out. It's good old Natalia's helm. Not a bad helm. Pretty low on the res though, this one. But for a beginner, it's nice to find that helm if you have a new character and you're a nightmare. And it's a great helm to have. You can pop it on your merc. But nonetheless, as you can see, I just spammed the multi-shot. Shit, this guy with Stone Skin are generally kind of hard to kill. But once your merc casts his Decrepify, it just destroys him, man. Because Decrepify, that he has on his Reaper's Toll, he's also wearing Durishell and Vamp Gaze. But Decrepify generally breaks physical immunities. But on top of that, it significantly reduces the enemy's physical resistances. Which they all have physical resistances. In Hell mode especially. So they're highly resistant to physical, along with everything else. Some more than others, but that's what's so nice about it, is it takes them down, man, back to how they are in like normal or nightmare. But of course they still have a lot more life than they generally would, but at least their physical resistance is a hell of a lot lower than what it otherwise would be. Ah, cute little ring. Cute little ring. But yeah, man, this Boson, I mean, I might indulge more in her, you know? It would be interesting to put the Faith bow on the Merc, on our Act 1 Merc. Then, of course, I'd have to kill this guy and get an Act 1 one, which is kind of lame. But I've done that before. And the benefit is, of course, you can hit the attack speed breakpoints then, the higher ones. Because you can use the Fanaticism aura, as long as you're in her range, which sometimes she does get out of your range, which is a bitch. But the downside is you don't have your merc casting Decrepify like this guy here. You know what I mean? That Decrepify really helps significantly. So that's the downside. You do get max damage output with a multi-shot. But when you run into physical immunes, it's just kind of a pain in the ass, man. And it's hard to say because if your merc does cast a Decrepify on them and you're hitting them with this build, it's hard to compare that to the other build where your merc is wearing Faith, rather, but not casting Decrepify. What would be interesting, and this would be for the rich, would be to use the Act 1 merc and have Faith Bow on her. And then you can experiment for times when you want Decrepify, rather. You could put the Wrath Bow on her, which actually has a pretty high chance of casting Decrepify. I've never done that. That's a pretty interesting bow. You guys should check it out if you haven't yet. I believe it's called Wrath. It's the rune word. But that might be a good way to go. Then you could switch depending on your needs. Like what areas you're running. If you'd rather have the Decrepify or rather have her have the Faith Bow, where you can have a little bit more damage, as well as attack rating and, what is it? And the attack speed, most importantly. But anyway, yeah, Michael S. just became a patron yesterday. I appreciate it, man. A very generous offer. So if you guys want to become a patron as well, click the link in the description below. And you can buy me's Super Iceman Vitality as well. Yeah, this stuff is GG, man. Iceman's Elixir. Oh, shit. It's good stuff, man. So you can get that as well. Link in the description below. But good times here, man. Good times here. I'm getting a good feeling off Diablo 2 lately. It's been fun, man. And I know the ladder isn't too far off to get reset. But nonetheless, there's all sorts of Diablo news. The new Diablo projects. And we're probably going to get a good announcement this coming BlizzCon, which takes place, I think, in November. The beginning of November, I think is when it is. So we're really hoping for Diablo 4, or maybe even Diablo 2 remastered, which would rock, man. That would rock, especially if they add another act. So let's hope for this, right? Maybe even both. I think it would be epic if they released Diablo 2 remastered first. So then we could all play that while we're waiting then for their also announced Diablo 4. Which maybe could be years off, but that would be epic, man, to be able to play Diablo 2 remastered. Maybe a few additions, but like the damn video. More to come. Peace be with you.